Hey everybody, Ronnie here. So some other YouTubers have been complaining that what I am saying is not necessarily reflective of how superego works. Well, superego actually does work exactly the way I've been talking about. Some people have really great success. I'm an example. Some people don't. And when it comes down to it, there are a few things that can help make you successful at superego. The first one is, get started the right way. Okay, when you start, put yourself in a position for success as opposed to one where you're trying to catch up. One of the things that kind of helped me is that I had some savings when I came in. That made it so I wasn't scrimping and saving just to survive in my first weeks out here. I've seen some people get started at superego on a truly shoestring budget, and that's not a good way to start. Like I said, if you're starting from behind the eight ball, it's really hard to get back out in front and start making some real money and start being successful in your business. I'm not saying that you have to have $10,000 in the bank when you come to superego. That would be unrealistic. What I am saying is, don't show up with $50 in your pocket. I think a good number to ensure that you can get a smooth start, especially considering that you do need $90. Okay, so we'll go ahead and say $100 just for your drug test when you are at superego doing your orientation, is probably between $600 and $1,000. Can you make it without it? You can try. Excuse me. But like I said, if you're starting off needing money just to survive, then it makes it really hard to make the decisions and choices later that are going to make it so that you can make good money for your business. So have a little money in your pocket when you get started. All right. Once you've gotten started, then you want to reduce the you want to actually work. Okay. Of course, everybody goes home first. Okay. I didn't actually go home first. I went home second. Okay. I ran a load. I got started on, my first load on a Tuesday. That left, all the way from Tuesday to Sunday for running in that first week. So I knew I had time in that first week to do a load before I went home. And that's what I did. I did that first load from Clinton, Iowa, down to Dallas, Texas, and then did a load from from Houston, Texas, up to Portland, Oregon, and that got me, basically home, so I could go and kiss my wife and kids, set my truck up. I was home for a day and a half, and was back out on the road. If you're not running, you're not earning. All right, don't spend too much time at home. Another thing, people are, ask me about this all the time. Can I set it up to where I go home every weekend? Yeah, you can go home whenever you want, okay? If you're not wanting to get out there and run, why bother? I stay out 2 or 3 weeks at a time, okay? Generally, it's more like 3 weeks. But I stay out that 2 or 3 weeks at a time so I can actually run some miles and make some money and provide for my family. Would I like to go home every weekend and visit with my family? Absolutely. But that's not a winning strategy for running your business. Once again, the choice is entirely up to you. You get to go home whenever you want. Finally, the third question that I'm asked is, what are the trucks governed at? Trucks are officially governed at 68 miles per hour. And the fleet manager that you speak with will absolutely tell you this up front. If you want it bumped up, just ask. They'll bump it as high as you want. All right. With that said, you don't want to be running 70, 75 miles an hour everywhere. Okay, that is not a winning strategy. The faster you go, the more fuel you burn. Top it out at 65. Don't go faster than that. That gives you a nice balance between getting to where you need to go in a timely fashion and saving money on fuel. There are 2 ways to save money on fuel, and you need to be doing both of them. The first is don't burn the fuel. Okay, don't burn more fuel than you need to be burning. And the second is get it as inexpensively as you can. I've already talked about that part. I've talked about both parts. Can you get your truck's governor bumped up to 75 or 80 miles per hour? Yeah, you can. You can have it turned off altogether. But all that you're doing, if you do run faster than that 65 that I was just talking about, it's just burning extra fuel. All right. The difference between 65 miles per hour and 70 miles per hour is 1 mile per gallon. I have 200. My truck holds 200 gallons of fuel. So if I ran 70 miles per hour, I would go 200 miles less per full tank than I am going right now. If you're running 75 miles an hour, and I see so many people doing it, that's 400 miles less. That's 400 miles more fuel that you need to put in your truck. It's a losing proposition. The only way for you to make more money is to spend less money on fuel. I know this kind of came off as a little bit of a rant, okay? But when it comes down to it, what I'm trying to do is help people be successful out of the gate, okay? I don't want you to come to Super Ego, run for 3 or 4 weeks, lose your ass, and go away. That's not why I do this. What I want you to do is come to Super Ego. Getting started is not easy. Okay? It's not. I want to give you information to arm you to start right so that you have an easier time getting past that beginning part and into the main portion, which is running, making good decisions, and earning a living. Thanks for watching this. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below, or you can give me a call. My number is right yonder. If you have an interest in joining Super Ego, give me a holler. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.